And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Charles Gregory with the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
and the beautiful
Classy Lady
and
Sparkle.
the beautiful.
Lily.
And we just had a Miss Deontay Simmons. I really like her. I'm gonna make sure that she send me that candle. I want that one look like a piece of pizza.
We
It
need
look
to
like
take a
pizza.
visit there. I
Yeah,
am
we gonna go.
so
We talk.
impressed
We
and
gonna
excited.
we gonna try to go. What is she? She's doing a launch or something like that, right? It's a
Yeah.
launch she's doing. We're gonna try to get up there. Try to support
When the
her.
weather get
Yeah, when the
warmer.
weather gets warmer, support Deontay. I like what's going on there, and it's a little different twist on what most people would do in creating candles. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
when you think of candles, you just think of everybody put a scent in them, and
Mhm.
but you open that, you like, whoa. I don't know if I even want to burn this, but what's
Right.
interesting also is that after you burn it, you have the crystals to keep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
if
if
you get enough of them, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I haven't been this excited about somebody like that in a while. I just gave her a commercial. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
She sent us the candles.
She
We gotta
deserves
shout her out.
it. She deserves
Absolutely.
it.
She does.
And we're not just like, just saying that just because she was on the show. No.
Seriously.
You gotta definitely
That's
jump
right.
on
I'm so
into
serious.
these candles. Let me tell you. And that's perfect for, couples night,
Mhm.
or
Anything.
women. Yeah,
Yeah,
anything.
just light 'em up, come home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is We Talk Weekly after the talk on WPPMLP, Philadelphia 106.5 FM. We Talk Weeklies after the talk, and you know what's coming up next. We got good news and bad news with Classy Lady Sparkle.
All right, y'all. So when you want to get rid of your kids or get away from them, what do you do?
Call my mom. Can
Call
you get the
grandma.
kids for the weekend?
Well, this Texas mom, she didn't do that. She locked her son in the trunk of a car. Sarah, being 41 years old, is being charged after authorities arrived at a Houston area COVID testing site for locking her 13-year-old son in the trunk of the car.
Wait,
I'm
what?
hollering.
13, not
Look.
5, not
Wait,
7
wait.
or even 10.
According to the warrant, the mother told the health director that she wanted to prevent exposure to the virus while driving her son to the testing site for additional testing.
Hold on.
Lock the trunk. Didn't even let him breathe a little bit.
Dang.
Yeah.
So wait, did the car have those seats that you could put down and the trunk still kinda
No,
open
no.
into the car?
I should have. It's a picture of the trunk though. No, it was an older model. It wasn't like he had extra foot room.
He said, "You won't get me."
I can't.
Yo,
Cannot.
she straight up locked her son in the trunk, and he got in there. That's the thing. They left the house, and she said, "Get in the trunk." And he probably was like, "Okay." She
Right.
probably. I don't even know if he stayed in the house.
She could have made her own homemade suit.
No, I guess she felt the car would have been contaminated. Yeah,
So wait,
she's charged though.
Oh
that
my
brings me to my
God.
next question. Like, how old are kids? How old is it when you can leave your kids at home? Like, how old are your kids when you finally leave them at home by themselves?
I shouldn't be saying this. I was a latchkey kid.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you gotta look at maturity too.
Yeah, you
And
do.
by law, I think if they like 4 and you're like, oh, she mature, they're gonna be like, DHS getting called.
Four is a little too young now.
But if you're 10, you know what I mean? Like,
I
but
guess
he was 13.
Yeah, at the very least, yeah. it's
She
like
should have called him
13,
an
you're a
Uber or
teenage-
something.
Well, then that's spreading it to the Uber driver.
So,
if he got COVID,
She like, well, she just ain't want him around her, it sounded like.
she ain't want to catch it.
Look.
Wow.
Look.
I
Free
probably
hugs.
wanted to go.
Drop
He
them
probably wanted to
charges.
get in there anyway. But
He probably-
those
that's-
kids, man, he probably was like, I'll get in there.
Okay.
Look,
She could have double masked them up.
I mean, I don't know.
Keep
All right.
keep us posted
Yeah.
with the outcome of this case.
I would.
'Cause, you know, if it was one of us,
Jeez.
Yeah.
we'd be doing hard time.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I
let
don't
you
want to
know.
hear about no parents in classes as the sentence. Like,
All right.
I just
Oh,
want to know
man.
what made her say
Get in the
trunk,
trunk.
though. That's what I think.
and where's his dad? Like, let us see his dad.
Jeez, it's wild.
I want them
Yo.
to drop them charges.
I
She
wonder
ain't
when
wanna
they
get
pulled up to
caught.
the site and they had to get him out the car. He was
How did
like,
they know he was in
Did
there?
they do the
She
te-
probably was
Did he
like,
still get tested?
She
"Bet
probably
there."
She probably did a home
probably
test.
told him.
Wow.
And then when they got there to do she was like, "Oh, this came back rapid for COVID," and then took him for additional testing. Okay, all right. Oh, that was
Jesus
bad
Christ.
news, even though we laughed. So here's, all right. This next story is it was a sweet 19-year-old girl named Crystal Barron Nieves, and she was shot and killed while working at Burger King restaurant in East Harlem. Crystal worked the night shift, and she mentioned to her manager that she didn't feel safe working at night. So she was granted to work the day shift that next week. But a 30-year-old piece of I can't curse, can I?
Trash.
Piece of trash, Winston Glenn robbed the 19-year-old cashier of the store's money and her life. And although Crystal handed over all the cash, the POS, the pieces
Mhm.
shot her anyway. Crystal's friend said that she worked there so she can save up for a car and go to college for nursing. The mom, with tears in her eyes, said that Burger King needs to step up their safety for workers. And she also urged the judge to sentence the 30-year-old piece of ass to life in prison.
I agree with that. I
Mm.
agree with her
Mm.
because literally, they're the front lines. People at the cashiers, they're the front lines. You
are.
have all
Mhm.
type of issues and situations where people are throwing things at the cashiers. Doing a lot of disrespectful.
In
Mhm.
certain New York areas, though, because I've been off Lexington Avenue, they do have like the bulletproof. I went to a Popeyes and they had the bulletproof glass up.
Really.
So
Mm.
some of them do have it, but unfortunately, this one
He's
didn't.
a piece
He
of
had to
he's
shoot her.
It's a special
She
place
get-
You
in
all
hell for
masked
that.
up, but you
And she gave up
Nah.
all the
All the
money
money.
quickly. It wasn't even like she hesitated, and he
That's
shot her anyway.
unbelievable.
Mm.
So, all right. Well, this next story is: have you ever heard of the term unconscious racism?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know you got it.
Conscious bias.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, unconscious racism is when you say the quiet part out loud or you don't even recognize you have a problem. And that's exactly what Mitch McConnell did. You have that clip? See?
She's trash. Man, look, look. One of those things when it comes to like unconscious bias and the little microaggressions of people when they act as if like you don't know what's going on, and it's interesting to see. Right, there we go. Let's play this clip.
Well, the concern is misplaced because if you look at the statistics, African American voters are voting in just as high a percentage as Americans.
Say it one more time.
What's your message for voters of color who are concerned that without Shoshana Lewis Voting Rights Act, they're not going to be able to vote in the midterm?
Well, the concern is misplaced because if you look at the statistics, African American voters are voting in just as high a percentage as Americans.
That's it. That's it.
Unbelievable.
So, as you saw in the clip, the reporter asked McConnell what he would say to people of color concerned about the voter suppression. McConnell said Black people shouldn't be concerned about voter rights because the vote is at the same rate as Americans.
Child.
Wow.
So why?
Wow.
Same
Go
rate as
through
Americans.
all the shenanigans
Jeez.
that they're doing to suppress the vote. Like, why? If it wasn't that important, and this is a direct message to those who say my vote doesn't matter,
Right.
why? You need to really look at what they're doing now, especially all the way down to the gerrymandering. to suppress the black vote. If the black vote to them is like gold.
Mhm.
It's like gold, and that's why they're trying to do all these different things. Like,
Mhm.
mm,
But even in his conversation, he's saying that, oh, it counts just as the Americans. I want to call him a word like, we are the Americans.
Yeah.
How you want
what
to
are you
tell us
talking
the
about?
African American vote? It counts just as much as the American vote. What?
And this
Like,
is,
we
Wait,
not-
we
they
3/4 of a man still.
he wanted to say that. He low key wanted
Like,
to say that.
yo.
No, he probably want to say, yeah, those colored people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
those-
he wanted to say it.
those colored.
Well, the
people,
reporter
those
said
colored
that.
folks.
He
Yeah.
did say the color, so it's like, it's wow.
That speaks volumes.
Because we not
Wow.
they don't see us as we live in two different Americas. Like,
Yeah.
we are not
Yeah.
American.
Yeah, we shouldn't be so concerned about voting rights because our vote is the same as Americans. Man, man,
You're
Man
not
ain't
American.
well.
Black folks aren't Americans, ladies and
Yep.
gentlemen.
right. All right.
Newsflash.
So I about that.
Well, on a better note, this story will bring, good vibes and good feelings. A new grocery store is inside of Ronald McClare Middle School, located in Atlanta. Inside, there are freezers stocked with fish, burgers, pizzas, refrigerators with eggs, produce, and shelves of clothing, toiletries, and boxes stacked of brand new Adidas and Nike sneakers. And guess who started this? Emmy-nominated Gunna
Gunna,
and
okay.
rapper Gunna and Jasmine Rowe, who's the founder of Gooder. Parents can place their order through Gooder's website, and their children can pick up the items and then bring them home. If they don't have internet access, parents can register this at the school instead. And the best part of this is everything is free.
Right.
Wow, that's
Free.
dope.
Everything
That is
free.
dope.
So it's like walking into a mini Walmart. John Madden, the principal of Ronald E. McNair Middle School in College Park, Georgia, told the
Yeah.
Today Show.
That's dope.
That's
So
fantastic.
I mean, it's so many times where kids go to school hungry.
Mhm.
They feel like they're being bullied because of certain things they don't have.
Mhm.
And here is a place, and it has a structure where it's not just everybody come and taking.
Yeah.
You're going on a website, you're accounting for different households, you have a trail where you can see where it's going. And I think it's a great thing. And I think this is a part of giving back to your community and building up. So
Facts,
Yeah.
facts.
shout out to
actually-
Gunna.
We actually have some people here in Philly that are doing a few different things like that for the community, which is great. Kind of similar to that, they have the community refrigerators.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that is awesome because like it's so many different people that have gone without eating because of COVID and the pandemic. They lost their job or whatever the case is, and you can just walk up to the refrigerator, open it, and get something out.
I
you
saw
know,
that.
and- yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
But also, speaking of that, have y'all seen the prices at the grocery store?
girl,
That's crazy.
And C says something to me because he was like, yo, Spark, with your backyard, you can plant. And
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, it's
good.
been on my heart so hard and heavy, like why am I not at least starting vegetables or herbs or something?
Can you pat me on
Like,
my back?
yeah. After I do it, I'm gonna bring some stuff and then I'm gonna pat you because right now it's still.
I think he was growing some. When you growing some?
I sure
one time
was.
before?
Were you?
Yep, I grow mint. I grow kale.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I grow mint, kale. What else I got back there? I did grow some cucumbers at first,
Okay.
but they
Mhm.
choked out everything. That's the one thing that I learned. Once you grow cucumbers, they come with a vine. And
Oh,
so
they start-
anything
How's
that's
your
around-
kale?
Kale's good.
Oh, you need to. I
Wow.
need to
Yep.
eat some. You
Yeah,
need to bring
kale's
some.
good. And what else? I planted something else. I can't remember, but something that I eat.
Yeah.
I can't grow. I'm allergic to tomatoes, so I don't grow tomatoes. But
Right.
Mhm.
yeah, kale, some mint, and kale mint, and what was it? Something else. Kale mint.
Oh, I
That's
definitely.
dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gonna have to
absolutely.
come through and
Yeah.
and be like, all right, Spark, you're doing this wrong. You need to till this, add this.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that green thumb. I just thought it was I just learned something. You're gonna have to definitely.
I tried to told you.
Yeah.
I tried to told you. You got a nice backyard, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
She got a nice backyard, big one. We gonna throw a big event.
Cookout.
Yeah.
You know? She got some. She got some. The other CBD. She got the other CBD.
Right.
She got the other CBD too. No.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
definitely we'll have a another, episode on that when they come through for that. But that was your good news and your bad news from Classy Lady Sparkle. Again, we're independent media. You guys, we ask that you support us by going to our Cash App with $ We Talk Weekly, or just following us on all our social media platforms from Twitter, YouTube, TikTok to Instagram. Comment, share, and definitely subscribe.